Okay, so are you ready for tonight?
I am.
Because it's a big night.
It is a big night.
It's the Oscars. The 97th Academy Awards are happening, and I think we should do a deep dive into everything that's been going on and all the gossip and all the predictions and all the different categories.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. You sent me a lot of stuff to get ready for this, so it sounds like you're really excited.
Yeah, I am excited. I love the Oscars. And I'm really fascinated by this year in particular.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I mean, think about it. We're still kind of reeling from the LA wildfires. It's not that long ago, and
Right.
it's a pretty somber backdrop for something like this. But, I think it's also kind of amazing that they're going ahead with it.
Yeah.
Like, it really speaks to, Hollywood's resilience,
Yeah,
right?
so the show must go on.
Exactly.
And, I feel like there's a little bit of defiance, too.
Ooh, defiance.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit. Like, we're Hollywood. We're not going to let anything stop the party.
Oh, I like that. I like that energy.
So speaking of the party, let's talk about the host,
Okay.
Conan O'Brien.
Oh, Conan.
I mean, what do you think about this?
Well, first of all, I can't believe it's his first time hosting.
I know, me neither.
Like, how has that not happened before?
I know, right? I mean, he's been around forever.
He has.
So, I think we're in for a good time. But, his comedy can be kind of, I don't know.
Unconventional.
Unconventional. There you go.
Yeah. A little out there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out on the Oscars stage.
Well, the producers are saying they're going for a mix of glamour and grit this year, so.
And Aaron Grit.
Yeah. What do you think Conan's version of grit is going to look like?
Oh, I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
Me neither.
Especially those opening monologues.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have a field day with that.
I know. Okay, so let's move on to some of the actual nominations, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. So you sent me some information about this movie, Emilia Pérez.
Oh, Emilia Pérez.
And it is breaking records. 13 nominations.
13.
For a non-English language film.
Unprecedented.
It's crazy. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it yet, but it's at the top of my list. Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about it. I mean, what do you think this means for, international cinema?
Well, I think it's huge, right? I mean, it's not just a win for Emilia Pérez. It's a win for, foreign films in general.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what, with streaming services these days, foreign films are just so much more accessible than they used to be.
Right.
So I think, audiences are getting exposed to all these amazing stories from all over the world, and maybe this is, the Academy finally catching up to that.
Maybe Emilia Pérez is just the beginning.
Could be.
Okay, so another nominee that you sent over that I think is interesting is Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, yeah.
He's up for Best Actor again.
I know. He's a two-time nominee now.
He is. Do you remember what he won for before?
Was it Dune?
Yeah, Dune.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, he's on a roll.
He is. And he's so young.
Yeah, he's one of the youngest people to ever be nominated twice in that category.
It's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. I mean, what do you think it is about him?
I think he just has this really interesting way of choosing his roles.
Right.
He's not afraid to push boundaries, and he always plays these really complex characters.
Yeah.
And I think the Academy recognizes that.
So he's definitely one to watch.
Absolutely.
Okay, now this next one's a little bit controversial.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're going to talk about.
Carla Sofia Gascon.
Yes.
She's up for Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
And this is a big deal.
Huge deal.
Because she's the first openly trans actor to be nominated for an acting award.
Ever.
It's
a landmark moment.
It is. But there's been some controversy, too.
Oh, yeah.
Surrounding some of her past tweets.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a complicated situation.
It is. I mean, on the one hand, this is a huge step forward for trans representation in Hollywood, right?
Right.
But it also brings up this whole conversation about accountability and how we judge public figures, especially online.
Yeah, especially online.
It's a really tough one.
It's a tough one. I don't know if there are any easy answers.
Me neither.
But it's something to think about, for sure.
For sure.
All right. So let's move on to something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Did you hear about this change they made to the Best Song category?
Oh, yeah, the no live performances thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's kind of bold.
It is bold.
They're really shaking things up.
Yeah, they're doing something different. So instead of live performances, they're going to focus on the songwriters.
Yeah, their stories, their creative process, all that.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because sometimes, those live performances can overshadow the actual award.
True.
So maybe this is a way to just really, like, put the focus back on the music.
Yeah, and celebrate the artists behind it.
Okay, so speaking of artists, you sent over some information about, like, the red carpet lineup and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Oprah's going to be there, Robert Downey Jr.
It's going to be a star-studded night.
But the one I'm really excited about is Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, Cynthia Erivo.
She's going to be singing a number from the new Wicked movie.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
I know, she's got such a great voice.
She does. Oh, and Queen Latifah's going to be there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's doing a tribute to Quincy Jones.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah, should be a really emotional moment.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have?
We talked about the controversies, the history makers, even the red carpet fashion.
We're ready.
I think so.
Huh.
Are you feeling ready for the Oscars tonight?
I am, but you know what? Thinking about everything we just talked about, there's one question that's really sticking with me.
Oh, okay, what's that?
Well, we talked about Emilia Pérez and its success, and then we talked about Carla Sofia Gascon and all the conversations surrounding her nomination. I can't help but wonder, what does this tell us about the future of Hollywood? Like, where is the Academy headed? Where is the industry headed?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think that's a great question.
It's something to keep in mind, I think, as you're watching the show tonight.
Yeah, it's not just about who wins the awards. It's about what those wins represent.
Exactly.
Well, all right. On that note, enjoy the show tonight.
And you too.
And we'll see you back here next time for another deep dive.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.